We came so far from dreams. The path was hard for me. They thought we fall, you see. Well, look at us now, look at us now. We make it hot when we on the scene, yeah, that's 1,000 degrees. I got a grind for me and my team, yeah, you know we gon' eat. You see the crowds when we come around, you know that I roll with some kings. We sit it down, I don't hear a sound, but I ask you who better than we. Tell me who better than we. We soaring to places you never could reach. When we walk in that spot, don't hear none of you speak. Shh, do you want peace or the peace? A king about to put you to sleep. Listen, my team is elite. You not even qualified to compete. He starving, he barely can eat. I guess that's why he always itching for beef. So I put him on ice and I told him to chill. Close your mouth if you can't pay for the meal. Making statements that you know you don't mean. Nice guy trying to act like he mean. Keep it a buck, keep it a bean. Attitudes will put you dudes in the beam. Isuku, he don't live in reality. Shake back off, become a fatality. Yeah, how you gon' hate when you mirror us? He think he a star, he ain't serious. X him out, we not on the same frequency. If you broke, you ain't hearing us. Work the screw, anime, that's how I feel, period. We winning, that's making them furious. We make it high when we on the scene, yeah, that's 1,000 degrees. I got a grind for me and my team, yeah, you know we gon' eat. You see the crowds when we come around, you know that I roll with some kings. We sit it down, I don't hear a sound, but I ask you who better than we.
Yo, what it do, guys? It is your boy, Leon Mookie here, back with you with another new part of What If Isuku Was Isekai 2 Black Clover. This is part 17, and it's good to be back with this series after all. And I'm aware that this series will never make the numbers like it used to, but hey, I could really care less. At any rate, let's go through that of a quick recap. In the last part, Asta, Isuku, and Yami heading to that of the HQ, where Yami is getting ready for that of the captain's meeting with the other Magic Knight squads. And with the help of Asta and Isuku, they were able to gain the information that they needed for that with that of the captured members of the Eye, the Midnight Sun. However, with that of the captains, on the other hand, it shows that they've already came to the realization that there is traitors among them. Even with Julius confirming it as well from that of the captured Eye, the Midnight Sun members too. When finding out that Grail, of the captain of the Purple Orcas, was that traitor who sold out the Clover Kingdom mainly for that of wealth and fortune after all. Which now, with all the Magic Knight captains and Julius taking the threat of the Eye of the Midnight Sun even more seriously. So, with all that said, let's get into this, shall we, guys? After all of the captains were dismissed, however, Julius basically stopped that of Yami, Isuku, and Asta and wanted to meet them in his office. With the three kind of confused, however, Yami couldn't even care less though. Within, as the three are in the office alongside that of Marks, with Julius sitting behind his desk and saying, "I would like if the Black Bulls can take that of an important mission from me. This will have to do with dealing with that of the Eye of the Midnight Sun." Within, hearing this, both Asta and Izuku were confused. However, Yami, not even fazed by this, saying, "Alright, what is it?" With Izuku freaking out saying, "Captain Yami, you can't just say so casually to that of Wizard King Julius that..." Within, Julius basically cutting off Izuku saying, "It's alright, Izuku, it's alright. This is how Yami is always like, even when I was still his, superior after all. And plus, it is important after what happened with Grail, it's best those who I feel like I can trust the most, that I should keep things more secrety." Within, hearing that, Izuku couldn't help but stand aside saying, "Yes, sir." Within, us saying, "So, what's the mission?" As Asta getting excited, getting that of a job from that of the wizard from Julius himself, with Julius getting back that of his stoic face before explaining, saying, "Since thanks to the two of you, we're finally able to understand the reason on why the Eye of the Midnight Sun are going this far and trying to destroy the Clover Kingdom. Besides that of our civilians and subjects of the Clover Kingdom who are bitter and hateful towards its kingdom and homeland due to our many actions and reasoning why, which is understandable. There are some who basically just wish to destroy the Clover Kingdom for their own selfish means and wants. But then you have those who are truly loyal to this man that goes by the name Lit. As for their goal, Their goal is to gain that of several magic stones and allow them to be reincarnated into their true bodies. Inside, with these true bodies, they were known to be gaining that of high levels of magic and mana. Levels even beyond that of my standing, to be honest. Within hearing that, all three of them couldn't help but be shocked and surprised, even Yami. Within, soon, Julius explained, saying, all the more reason for us to gain these stones before they do. Within, soon, looking at Mark, as Mark explained, saying, we've able to narrow down that of several magic stones. The closest one here in the Clover Kingdom is an that of off the coast of the town of Rockway and a grand magic zone. Within, soon, he's saying, a grand magic zone? Wow, to think, it kind of makes sense on why one would be there. Within, soon, Asta, kind of confused, saying, what's a grand magic zone? Within, soon, Isuku eyes widening and Chuck saying, wait, Asta, you don't know what a grand magic zone is? Within, Asta was about to say, no, I don't. Before then, Yami basically picks up Asta by his head and almost looking like he's about to crush it, saying, seriously, how the hell do you not even know about something like that? Within, Asta saying, I'm sorry. Within, soon, as Izuku basically trying to make Yami let go of Asta. However, his attempts are being in vain because he doesn't want to use one for all on something like this. Within, soon, Julius speaks up saying, come now, Yami, please let Asta go. It's kind of understandable that he doesn't know about this. Within, soon, letting go that of Asta, as Izuku looking around, seeing if Asta's alright, within getting him back on his feet, with Julius explaining that a grand magic zone is basically a highly dense area of mana, where it's also surrounded by that of a dungeon. Even explaining that the dungeon that he and Izuku took on was basically just the tip of the iceberg, given that grand mana zones have that of something even greater within those dungeons down there, especially on how dangerous they would be to even get there or even get through them. Within, soon, Izuku also continued saying, exactly, I read about them when I was during my free time, actually. If I recall, many of the kingdoms all across us have been trying to figure out ways to harness that of grand magic zones after all, and harness them like that of power. Outside of the dungeons alone, just the massive area full of that of elemental mana alone is just perfect, right? Within, soon, Julius can help but laugh to himself before then saying, correct, Izuku. We have tried multiple times to see if we can harness any of the mana zones, in that of expeditions or in that of dungeon raids, but most of the time it's either that of fruitless or we lose too many people, so we decided to just leave them be for the time being unless it was necessary. I'm surprised that you decided to dig up your own knowledge after all. Within, Izuku getting embarrassed by that of Julius's praise, within saying, just did some stuff on my free time, that's all. Within, soon, Julius, still smiling, before then saying, this mana zone is most likely having one of the magic stones there. There are 3 remaining stones, and if I recall from that of what you said, Izuku, the Black Bulls most definitely has that of 2, if I recall. Especially the one that you gained from that of Flangolion. Within, Izuku saying, yes, sir, that is true. After I was able to take that of the magic stone and keep it on me for the time being before you rescued me, Flangolion basically gave me permission to keep the magic stone. Not to mention the magic stone that we gained from that of the village of Circe, before we even knew that they were Midnight Sun members. The villagers gave us that of their sacred stone as that of payment, and out of respect of saving them. So, it's true, the Black Bulls do have that of 2 magic stones. Within, hearing that, Julius couldn't help but smile, and that of acknowledgement and success as well, within saying, that's good to know. As long as we basically keep those stones away from that of the Eye of the Midnight Sun, we should be able to have one step ahead of them and follow their plans entirely. That's why a mission like this is of truly importance. Within, Julius looking back at that of the window, as he having that of a sullen smile, within saying, I've made quite a bit of mistakes, since becoming Wizard King. I think it's because of me raking up so much that I've made quite a bit of mistakes, even to the point that I put that of Grail's betrayal. Not to mention, there's still another traitor among us. Within, soon, Asta and Izuku hear this, with that of Yami narrowing his eyes. Within, Izuku saying, "But didn't we catch the traitor? It was Captain Grail." Within, Asta saying, "Yeah, it was that guy, right? There couldn't have." Within, soon, Mark saying, we only have that of two the Midnight Sun members, and honestly, they were nothing but grunts. Even if they were high-ranking, they were still grunts in that of the the Midnight Sun, since they didn't even bother saving them. However, from your report, Asta, they did came to save one of them, the girl that had that of the slime magic. Within, hearing that, Izuku saying, "Yeah, that girl." Within, sued, Asta saying, "Oh yeah, she was really into you, Izuku. What did you do to get your attention?" Within, Izuku blushing saying, "I done nothing. I mean it. She just weirded me out and everything. All I did was just show off that of my grimoires and that's it." Within, soon, Asta saying, "Really? Because she was really, really creepy, dude." Within, soon, without warning, both Yami basically grabs that of both Asta and Izuku by their heads, almost looking like they're about to crush them, with both of them both in pain. Within saying, "Will the two of you shut up? Why don't ya?" Within soon, both of them saying, I'm sorry," as the both of them are basically flailing right now. Within soon, dropping them both, as then Julius could help but say, "Even so, showing that the leader of the the Midnight Sun came all this way just for that of one member, from that of one member, shows that she has a lot more importance. If we were able to capture, we may have gained that of even more information. Unfortunately, it seems not. Until then, I would like to prefer the Black Bulls to handle very important missions coming from me. I can't trust the Golden Dawn, as much as it hurts me to not trust vengeance. The Golden Dawn is composed of too many nobles, and as a noble myself, when it comes to nobility, loose lips fly too easily." Within, hearing that, Izuku can help but say, "That makes way too much sense. Even back in my world, nobles did always talk a lot. Even the most loyal of nobles." With then, soon, Izuku looking back at Julius. Within, Yami saying, "If you're only saying all this to just basically feel less guilty, you're barking up the wrong person, Julius. You know that. However, if you're basically telling me that this missions is an order, then I'll do it with no questions asked." Within, Julius can help but smile, then saying, "Thank you, Yami." Within soon, Yami saying, "Also, as for all the decisions you made as Wizard King, people make stupid decisions all the time, Julius. You're only human after all. But I will tell you this, asking the Black Bulls to take care of this mission," within giving off the 3-finger salute to his chest, as he couldn't help but smile while stabbing his cigarette in his mouth, within saying, "I'll make sure that it wasn't a horrible mistake you asking us. We'll get it done." Within, soon, Julius can help but say, "Thank you, Yami." Within, soon, looking at that of both Asta and Izuku, within saying, "As for the Monozone, we're definitely going to need somebody of your skills, Asta, with your anti-magic swords. The Monozone is quite deep, so better make sure to be prepared." Within, hearing this, Asta couldn't help but have that of stars in his eyes, having that of expectations from that of the man that he admires the most, and he wants to be the most as well, saying, I will, sir. I'll give it my all." As he also gives off the Magic Knight squad salute as well. Within, Sued, looking at that of Izuku, saying, "As for you, Izuku." Within, Izuku standing in place, saying, "Yes, sir." Within, saying, "Make sure to give it your all as well. I have high hopes for you and your abilities with your grimoires. Continue to strive and grow stronger as well. But also, don't be afraid to rely on those around you as well. Your comrades and your captain, they care about you too, especially your captain. After all, the both of you were both in the same boat, being in out of a strange new land after all. Try and have more trust in your captain. Within, soon hearing that, Izuku's eyes couldn't help but widen in shock. Within, soon, Yami couldn't help but say, "Yeah, you damn brats. We both come from the same homeland after all. See, the least you could do is trust me more." Within, Izuku saying, "Oh, that's not what I meant, Captain Yami. I do trust you a lot. It's just that, well, Within, having that of the intense glare from that of Yami onto him. Within, Julius saying, "I'm looking forward to seeing what you're capable of. Both of you, all three of you, you're dismissed." After that, all of them begin to leave as well. Within, soon, after leaving out of the Julius's office, with now heading out of that of the HQ as well. Within, soon, Asta can say, "This is so cool! I gotta make sure to give it my all next time, no matter what." Within, soon, Izuku saying, "You're pretty fired up, Asta. I guess the words of encouragement alone from that His Majesty Julius is enough." Within, soon, Asta saying, "But can you blame me? Like I said, I'm aiming to be Wizard King, and having that of the current Wizard King also see something in me too. Just like you, I gotta make sure to give it my all." Within, soon, Yami saying, "Seriously, you make it sound like nobody's ever, had any expectations for you before." Within, soon, Asta saying, "Well, yeah, honestly. I mean, nobody's ever actually expected much from me before I got that of my 5-leaf clover grimoire, and even with it." Within, soon, hearing that, Izuku saying, "Asta." Within, soon, Izuku looking up saying, "I know how that feels all too well." Within, Asta looking at that of Izuku. Within, Izuku saying, "All my life, I never... Would you blame me that before I gained my grimoires, that I never had any magic when I was born?" Within, hearing this, Asta was actually shocked, with even Yami was caught off guard a little bit too. Within, Izuku continued saying, "There were so many people around me with amazing abilities and amazing magic as well. I always wanted, and with that of their magic, I knew that they could become that of magic knights. However, when you're somebody that doesn't have a drop of magic, you're basically looked down upon quite a bit. All that changed is until I gained that of my quirk. One man saw potential in me. One man gave me that of a chance to reach my goal of wanting to save people. Just with a smile on my face, to be the kind of hero that I wanted to be, just like my idol. I thought I didn't need magic because with my quirk alone, I'll be able to achieve my dream and just help as many people as I can. But now that I have these grimoires and magic, I feel like I have so much more expectations placed on my shoulders. I want to feel worthy of them. I want to feel worthy of being able to use them properly. That's why I don't want to give up. I don't want to just stand by and do nothing when I know I can. So you and I should do the same, Asta. I believe in you too. Even if Mr. Julius didn't believe in you, I do. I know you and I can achieve becoming Wizard King." Within, soon, Asta hearing this, but then he couldn't help but have that of a big, goofy smile on his face with his eyes closed, saying, "I'm glad to have a comrade like you, Izuku." Within, Izuku couldn't help but smile himself. Within, saying, "Yeah." Within, soon, Yami couldn't help but say, "You big softies." Before then patting them both on the back, sending them a little bit, stumbling a bit, saying, "You both shouldn't have to think like that. After all, you both are part of the Black Bulls, and I expect greatness from the both of you." Within, hearing that, Asta couldn't help but smile even more, within saying, "Yeah!" Within, Izuku saying, "I'll try my best, Captain." As the three heading back to that of the Black Bulls hideout. Within, soon arriving back at the hideout, with Yami basically saying, Alright everyone, get ready, we're going on vacation. Within, hearing that, Izuku couldn't help but be completely and utterly shocked. Within, even that of Asta couldn't help but be shocked too. Within soon, everybody else in that of the hideout can help but be get a little bit excited at the fact that they're going on vacation. With Yami saying, "We're going to the town of Rockway." Within hearing that, Finn was saying, "Rockway, oh, that's basically a port town, and not only that, it has the awesomest beaches. And plus, we get to look at that of fine ladies." Within, as that of the spatial noble mage couldn't help but get excited being around that of hot girls, as Izuku's still kind of confused on why Captain Yami's basically saying all this when he knows we're going there for a mission. Within, soon, Magna saying, "Alright, vacation time! Man, I haven't gone on a good vacation in a long time." Within, soon, Lux saying, "But you barely do anything though, Magna." As he said this and that of his deadpan smile as always. Within saying, "Hey, watch it, Luck." Within Ghosh, actually, lately has been chilled out a lot more since that last mission, especially around that of other Black Bull members, but still somewhat still the same creepy siscon as always. As he couldn't help but make a comment that he can show that of his little sister Marie that of the beach after all, even if she won't be there in person. With even Charmy actually kind of excited about that of the beach too. Within, even Asta actually kind of confused, saying, but Captain Yami, I thought we were supposed to go on a mission there? What about the Grand Mana Zone?" Within, Yami saying, "Just making sure that these idiots are motivated. After all, if we basically tell them that we're just going to do another job, half of them aren't going to be doing anything after all." Within, hearing that, Izuku saying, "It's reverse psychology, it's perfect, but tricking them isn't going to help that much though." Within, soon, Yami saying, "Then play along with it, or unless you both of you want to be punished." As Yami gets off that of the killing intent to the both of them, as they both shudder, saying, "No, sir." Within, soon Yami continues saying, "Great, get your stuff packed up, and be ready to head out by tomorrow. We're leaving early in the morning." Within, soon, hearing that, everybody heading to that of their rooms to basically pack up. However, Vanessa, alongside that of Noel, and also Charmy on the other hand, all three girls basically head out and probably head to that of the nearest town though. Within, soon, Izuku saying, "Where are you girls going?" Within, soon, Vanessa saying, "Oh, nowhere important, unless you wanted to tag along, Izuku." Knowing Noel here, she would personally need that of a man's point of view, where we're heading to. Within, soon, hearing that, Noel couldn't help but blush. Before then, Izuku confused saying, what do you mean by that?" Within, soon, flustered and quite annoyed saying, "None of your business, Deku! Come on, Vanessa, and stop basically getting him involved in stuff that has nothing to do with him." Within, Vanessa saying, Okay, can't blame a girl for teasing after all." Within, soon, Izuku pretty confused saying, "What's going on with them?" Within, inside of that of the vestige world, Nana couldn't help but comment saying, "For somebody so smart, you are quite ignorant, Izuku." Within, even that of Banjo couldn't help but comment, alongside that of N too, making Izuku even more confused saying, What am I missing? Shouldn't have I tagged along with them?" Within, soon, Yoichi couldn't help but speak up saying, "You could have, but knowing that, well, Noel girl, she would have sent that of a water blast at you after all. I think it's best that you focus on preparing for that of for your mission. And just by in case, did you make sure to bring any swim trunks with you?" Within, soon, Izuku saying, but why? Normally the stuff I gain is stuff I normally use for that of jobs and missions after all." Within, the second user, Kudo, couldn't help but sigh, and that of annoyance saying, "This is such a waste of time. Is it really necessary for him to do so?" Within, even Bruce saying, "Normally I would agree with you on that one, sir. But even if he's going on a mission, nothing wrong with that of the young boy basically relaxing a little bit. Last time I checked, everybody around him has told him nothing but try to relax." maybe him having the time to relax before his mission is the perfect opportunity for him to do so. Within, soon, Yoichi can help say, I couldn't help agree more, Bruce. Ninth, focus on just relaxing for the time being before your mission. Being Wizard King and finding a way back home can wait a little bit, and so can your mission as well. For the meantime, just be the kid that you are. Within, Izuku confused saying, okay. Then thinking, I'll probably need to go and get a swim trunks though. Within, soon, Yami hearing this saying, you're wearing swim trunks? Why not wear a fundoshi though? Within, soon, Izuku getting embarrassed saying, why would I wear something that embarrassing and revealing? Within, soon, Yami saying, seriously? Are you not a real man or what? Within, Izuku getting a little bit frustrated saying, what does that have to do with anything? As his face is kind of red and also somewhat annoyed. Within, Finral coming down, actually already finished packing. Within saying, huh? Oh, if you need any swim clothes, I can help you out with that, Izuku. Within saying, thanks, I appreciate it. Finral, but why? Within saying, I go to the beach a lot actually on my downtime. So, within sued, Izuku can help but say, say no more. I can understand. But again, thanks. After saying that, Izuku planned heading into that Finral's portal so he can get his trunks from him. After that, he heads back into his room, and early in the morning, everybody in the Black Bulls heading straight to that of Rockway, as everybody are on that of their self-respected brooms. However, Asta is on that of the broom with that of Magna though, because again, no magic. However, Izuku on the other hand, Noel offered to help Izuku fly, given that even though he's able to use magic, he still can't use a broom yet though. Within soon, Izuku saying, oh, you guys don't need to worry about that. Besides practicing a little bit, I finally got a better handle of one of my, magic and grimoires after all. Within, soon hearing this, Izuku pulling out that of his grimoire tied to that of Nana Shimura before accessing that of One for All and Float. Before then saying, Power of the Seventh, Sky Magic, Air Wings! Within soon, wind begins to gather around that of Izuku, before then, gathering around that of his back, as he creates that of wings made out of that of wind mana, as the air itself basically allowing him to float even faster and a lot more longer than original after all. Within suit, everybody's quite shocked at this, even that of Gauche as well. Within soon, Noel saying, when did you start learning how to fly without a broom? Within, he's saying, I've actually been able to learn how to fly without quite a bit. I just barely do it, to be honest. Used to running and jumping, actually. Within, hearing that, Noel couldn't help but twitch before then saying, yeah, okay. Before she couldn't help but grumble saying, stupid flying magic. Before she could, as then she begins to remember that she has another way to, get closer with that of Izuku. Especially given the 3 hours of basically her going to that of the swimsuit store with that of Vanessa and Charmy. Especially thinking about that of the swimsuit that she bought after all. Within, Magna saying, everybody ready? Let's go! Within, everybody couldn't help but cheer as they all fly up into the air, heading straight for the beach. However, little did they know, they ended up forgetting about somebody and actually have somebody else tagging along instead. That being, Gray ended up tagging along. However, the person that they left behind was Gordon, who was already excited and happy about getting to spend time with that of everybody else in the Black Bulls after all. Unfortunately, they forgot about that of the poison magic specialist. Even Izuku accidentally forgot about him. As even mentioning this, he thought that they should go back and get back Gordon and possibly allow him to catch back up. But unfortunately, majority vote, they all basically decided to just keep on going, making Izuku feel like he even more saddened that they're leaving behind Gordon. However, at least 1 hour later, they soon arrive, seeing that of the luxurious, amazing, and beautiful beach, with even that of tons of people and civilians already excited and enjoying their time here at the beach, with both Asta and Isuku already there, with Asta wearing that of blue trunks, with still having that of his black headband on, and Isuku wearing that of green trunks and a beach hoodie, not wearing that of his hero costume actually. However, the sweatshirt does show quite a bit of his, well, scars after all. And standing side by side with that of Asta, with the two standing side by side, Finral couldn't help but say, "Why? Oh, why?" Within, both of them look at that of their spatial mage, with Izuku saying, "Oh, what is it, Finral?" Within saying, "Why the heck are the two of you muscle brains?" Within, looking back at the both of them, with both of them having that of quite chiseled features after all. Asta may be a lot more muscular and buffer than that of Izuku. However, Izuku is no slouch too, with more defined and more, well, controlled muscles after all. With Asta saying, thanks for the compliment, Finral." With Izuku feeling a little bit self-conscious saying, it's just workout training after all. Can't handle my quirk without it. As Izuku getting embarrassed. Within, Finral saying, "Great, now I feeling like I'm the asshole here." Within, taking a deep sigh saying, "Well, whatever, if you excuse me." Within, seeing that of a few girls and that of bikinis basically go by saying, "I'll be speaking to that of the locals and a few other ladies who are tourists already." Within, Finral on his way off, and however, walking towards that of the others, being that of Magna, within saying, "Hey, you two, getting excited for that of this time to relax? I know I am." Within, soon Izuku saying, "Well, at least you're enjoying yourself, Magna, but there's something else important." Within, soon noticing Magna's swim attire, as he couldn't help but blink multiple times before then saying, "Magna?" Within, Magna saying, "Huh? What is it, Izuku?" Saying, "Why are you wearing that?" As he couldn't help but have that of a deadpan look. Within, Asta saying, "Huh? What's wrong with that of Magna's outfit, Izuku? I don't see anything wrong with it." Within, soon looking at that of Magna's swimming clothes as it being that of a fundoshi, as it's just that of a rope and a, well, loincloth after all. With then suit Izuku saying, "Exactly! It's a fundoshi! That's the kind of stuff that most people who want to basically show their manliness wear. And it's so uncomfortable, too." Did Captain Yami... Within, soon Magna cutting off Izuku saying, "Yep, Captain Yami told me about this. Plus, it's a way to show off my manly spirit." Within, soon Asta, also confused, saying, "Really? Does it really show off manly spirit?" Within, Izuku saying, "Thank you, Asta. At least I feel like I'm the normal one here." Then, looking at that of Izuku, being that of a few inches taller, could help but say, "But still, your people wear that as swim clothes?" Saying, "Some people, mainly those who want to be athletic, and normally they wear that for training. However, to make up for it, we have that of a different type of swimwear for training. After all, it's just called a Speedo. Fundoshis are basically out of date. And most people, and again, like Magna said, it's a way to test out a person's manliness." Within, us saying, "Oh, I get it." With, as Magna continue getting hype and excited for basically being able to relax. However, little did they know, they were being watched. However, it's mainly Izuku being watched. By that of Noel, as she's embarrassed to basically show herself towards Izuku actually, in that of her bathing suit. As it's basically just a two-piece yellow bikini with that of, well, I think gemstones on it actually. Basically just to show on how expensive it is in real life and how much of a royal she truly is after all. Even being kicked out of that of the Silver Eagles, she still has that royalty money after all. However, Noel on the other hand does not have the confidence to show herself in front of Izuku, even wondering if Izuku will even pay attention to her in this bathing suit. Hell, even wondering if all of the crap that she went through when picking out that of a swimsuit alone was actually worth it. Having to deal with that of those in the Golden Dawn, mainly that of Mimosa, and Klaus, basically judging her swimsuit. However, she is a little bit more thankful the fact that Mimosa didn't tag along, given that she has a thing for Isuku too, and unlike her, she's a lot more bolder trying to get close to him. With now that she's a lot, Noel now actually feeling that confidence of basically going after to basically show herself to Isuku to get the upper hand over Mimosa. As she was about to take that first step, before she could, Vanessa soon shows herself saying, "Hey there, boys." Within that confidence basically just shattered right then and there, going right behind that of the tree. As Vanessa basically shows off that of her bathing suit, as it's just basically a regular two-piece red bikini after all. With Noel, however, Izuku moves his head, not wanting to look at that of Vanessa. However, Magna and Asta, on the other hand, basically not even caring that much. With Asta wondering, what's the difference? Within, soon, Magna saying, yeah, what's different from what you normally wear? Within, soon, Vanessa getting a little bit annoyed saying, hey, I normally don't wear this after all. You boys should be lucky. Within, soon, Magna making a comment saying, but you're normally always in that of your bra and panties when you're blackout drunk, so there isn't anything else that we're not used to. Within, soon, Izuku basically turns around saying, all the more reason that we shouldn't look. It's indecent and improper to basically look at her like that. Within, soon, Vanessa looking at that of Izuku's flusterness, wanting to tease him. However, noticing that of Noel still behind that of a tree. Before then, she couldn't help but smile saying, Izuku's right after all. What I'm wearing is basically no different from what I normally wear and what you all see me in. So I think I'll just leave you all to your own devices. Have fun, boys. As Vanessa soon walks off, within, Magna and Asta completely confused. Within, Izuku saying, is she gone? Within, Magna saying, yeah. Dude, why do you get so jumpy around that of women? Within, soon, Izuku saying, I don't want to be seen as a pervert. There's this one guy that I know that he's one huge pervert, and all he does is make girls uncomfortable. I don't want to be just like him by basically ogling at women like that. Within, soon, Asta saying, I'm guessing he's really that bad if you really are annoyed by him. He's a good friend, but just really annoying when it comes to his perversions, that's all. As Izuku couldn't help but think of that of Mineta. However, little did they all know, as Izuku continues speaking, Lux soon comes behind that of Magna and basically hits his Fandoshi with that of one of his lightnings, which soon caught on fire. Within, feeling his Fandoshi on fire, Magna basically runs away as fast as he can to try and put out that of the fire in his under region. With Luck couldn't help but laugh his ass off seeing this. Within, soon, Izuku saying, was that truly necessary, Luck? Within, soon, Luck saying, come on, it's funny. You gotta admit it is a little bit. Within, soon, Izuku couldn't help but sigh at that of Luck's actions. Within, chasing after that of Magna so he can at least enjoy his fun even more with that of his so-called best friend and friend after all. Within, soon, Asta couldn't help but say, hey, I'm going to get closer to the water actually. I want to see what the sea looks like so up close. Within, Izuku saying, sure, but are you going to be okay? Have you even swum before? That of Asta saying, nah, but how hard can it be? As Asta getting closer and closer to the water, within, Izuku thinking, what the hell are we even doing here? We're on a mission, right? We shouldn't be basically acting around like idiots. We should be heading to that of the Grand Mana Zone right now, and yet, within, Izuku couldn't help but look around and then thinking, reminds me about that of Nabu Island. As Izuku begins to remember the, practice agency that he did with that of his classmates, and also meeting that of Katsuma and Maharu, and even defending them from that of 9 and his minions after all. Even began to remember that he gave One for All temporarily to Bakugo so they can defeat him. Even though it was that of a grueling and painful fight, and not only that, thinking that he would lose One for All, Izuku wouldn't mind, but now thinking about it, he couldn't help but be glad that One for All came back to him, that the transfer didn't fully complete, knowing the fact that One for All would have killed Bakugo. Within soon, Yoichi speaking up inside of Izuku's head saying, "Don't think of it like that, Ninth. Even if you didn't know back then, you should be grateful that it didn't fully complete after all. Not only that, knowing that Bakugo boy, he wouldn't have blamed you, to be honest." Within soon, Izuku saying, "But even so, I was weak back then. I wasn't strong enough. And because of that, I needed Kachan's help to take down Ninth. And even if I did lose One for All, I would have been okay with it because Kachan would be able to continue on being All Might's successor after all. I know I could trust him, but even so, dooming him to a short life was something I would never be able to forgive myself about, though. That's why I have to master these grimoires. I have to master all your quirks as well. I have to do whatever I can to get stronger, no matter what." As Izuku having that of a determined look on his face. Soon, Banjo can help but say, "Well spoken, kid. However, I think you should probably focus more on helping out your friend out there. Looks like he was almost hit by one of your squad mates' attacks, and now he's currently drowning." Soon, noticing that from Banjo, looking at that of the sea, he sees that of Asta basically, looking like he's about to drown. Soon, Izuku say, "Asta! You really can't drown? You can't swim?" As Asta continues flailing, that's when Izuku basically dives into that of the sea and tries to get Asta back on shore. However, even though Izuku was basically in his own inner thoughts and speaking to the vestiges, Noel, on the other hand, tried her best to try and get Izuku's attention entirely. However, it was all fruitless, which causing Noel to basically stomp off in that of annoyance at the fact that Izuku has not shown her any attention at all. Soon, Noel basically spends time with that of Vanessa and also that of Charmy as well, who is somewhat annoyed at the fact that Yuno didn't tag along with them to the beach, but slowly accepting it though that her prince is not there with her. However, this was also the time when that guy from that of the, green mantises, Seiki, basically tries to hit on them again and fails miserably. Not because of basically getting shot down by Vanessa and Noel and Charmy, but mainly because Magna still hasn't basically put out his Fendoshi fire and getting run over by that of the current man that's on fire right now. As currently the blonde is now eating sand on the beach. Soon Asta basically spitting out that of salty water. Soon he's saying, "Seriously, Asta, you really don't know how to swim?" Us saying, "I'm from a village after all. We don't live by next of a lake either, so I never need to learn. I didn't think it would be that important." Izuku couldn't help but sigh, before looking around thinking, and of course everybody's acting like crazy as always. This is the Black Bulls in a nutshell. Soon, Asta thinking, "Wait, now that I think about it, why are we just standing here and just goofing off?" Izuku looking at Asta, confused, saying, "What are you? We're supposed to be going down to that monozone, right?" Izuku saying, "Yeah. So that means we should be going down there. Why are we just standing here doing nothing?" However, as Asta, without warning and just in a blink of an eye, basically switches that of his regular clothes with that of his robe on. However, he has that of a shovel and pail, and also that of a floaty on around his waist. We had to get to the monozone after all. With then Izuku saying, "I've been saying that this entire time." As Izuku soon said this, that's when he could feel that of the killing intent from that of a familiar aura, that being Yami. With then soon, Yami can up and say, "What are you dumbasses doing?" Within every black bull, he couldn't help but feel that of fear. Within soon, all of them are currently buried into the sand, being punished by that of Yami. Within saying, "I'm gone for at least that of a few hours and you idiots basically get up into trouble." Any rate, I did say that we're on vacation, but it's not entirely the truth. We're basically on a mission, and Asta and Izuku know about this. Within soon, everybody looking at that of the green net and that of the gray net. Within, Izuku basically feeling quite nervous at that of their stairs, with Asta can up and say, "Yeah, but we wanted to tell them, but we were too busy, and we just remembered that we're on a mission, so shouldn't we be getting to that?" Within, Yami can up and say, "Exactly. We're getting straight into that. However, however, the monozone where we're going, where the dungeon is basically underwater, and just swimming underwater isn't enough to just get there. It's covered by that of tons of tsunamis and whirlpools. If we even get close to them, we're going to get shredded underwater and basically pulled away farther out into the ocean as well. And personally, we don't have the resources and the time for that. But one of us can be able to take care of it instead." Within, soon hearing this, within, looking down at that of Noel, saying, "Noel, you need better control over your magic so you can create a dome over us so we can basically pass through that of the whirlpools and that of the tsunamis without getting swept away." Then after that, "Asta, you need to use your magic knight swords to pierce right through that of the dungeon, giving us the opening we need to enter. After that, all we need to do is just find out of the magic stone and we'll be out like nothing." Within hearing this, Asta can help but get excited. However, Noel, on the other hand, is getting nervous, as even though with that of Izuku's tutelage from time to time, she still hasn't fully found a way to control that of her magic yet. Not entirely. Like Izuku said, she's only been focusing more on that of defense after all, not offensively or full control over it too. She doesn't, and finding out that this mission rides on that of her just makes it even more overwhelming. With Yami continue saying, "You got 3 days to figure out and control your magic. If you can't do that, then this mission's a bust." And we're heading back to the hideout. Within, Noel saying, 3 days? But that's not enough, I can't. Saying, "You can and you will. Also, you won't be the only one that's trying to improve for the next 3 days. Within, soon looking at that of both Izuku and Asta saying, "You two, I got some personal training for the two of you. Oh, and Midoriya, it's not that of you getting a better use of your grimoires this time. It's my own brand of training. So, you better get ready, you three, because this mission hinges on the three of you." Within, after saying that, Izuku, Asta, and Noel couldn't help but feel the tension grow even palpable. And this mission has gone from being that of, well, easy, or at least somewhat bearable, to now heart-wrenchingly anxiety-inducing. And that's it. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please tell me what you guys think in the comments below. Love to read them. So, how did you guys like this part? Sorry that it's not another action-packed chapter. Don't worry, the next 2 parts after this will be, trust me. So yeah, any rate, if you guys thinking that I'm basically stalling Izuku and Noel's relationship, unlike that of the other girls, like that of Marileona and Mimosa, then yeah, you're pretty much right, I am stalling them. Mainly because I'm waiting for the perfect opportunity for the two to basically have that special moment after all. Which is during this, well, arc after all. During that of the undersea dungeon arc, trust me, there's going to be a moment. So yeah, at any rate, if you guys like this, please like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell notification key to date my videos upload to the channel. Also, please check out my Discord, gaming channel, side channel, other channel, Patreon, and Cash App. All link in description below. So, with all that said, this is Yami, signing out. Later, guys. Hope you all take care. You know what to do, my Shiro.
Hi, everyone. This is White Fox. If you liked Leon's video, click the video on the left to see the most recent one. And if you want to see more of this, click the subscribe button and notification bell and check out his playlists. If you still haven't subscribed, do so in the center. With that said, I hope to see you again on my love's channel. Bye!